Well, it's a sales tactic that many of you watching aren't buying. A viewer reached out to KXY4 News wanting to know about a group selling cleaning products door to door. Many neighbors have told us they won't take no for an answer. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Casey Lund. Nadine has tonight off. These sales tactics landed one of the company's salesmen in jail last week. 20-year-old Oliver Simpson was arrested in Post Falls for soliciting without a permit, aggressive soliciting, and possession of marijuana. KXY4's Caiti Currey working for you tonight, finding out if this behavior is even legal and what can people do about it. Caiti.
Nadine, Casey, this behavior is happening all over Spokane County, just like in this North Spokane neighborhood, as well as North Idaho. And unfortunately, being rude is not a crime. And that's just what they're doing in most cases, nothing illegal. And now I spoke with one Spokane Valley dad who experienced that firsthand this week, right in front of his kids. And because of the aggressive behavior, he asked that we not show his face.
The doorbell rang, and for us around here, that's, a common occurrence. Most of the times, 99% of the time, it's one of my daughter's friends, or it's somebody that we know, a neighbor.
But when Tom answered the door of his Spokane Valley home Monday night, it wasn't someone he knew, but he knew exactly what they wanted.
Because it was the third time in the last, I would say, 2 months that this same group of people or young adults, were going around the neighborhood trying to sell cleaning products. And so I had politely told him, "You caught me at a bad time."
Before Tom could finish telling the salesman he already bought the product from someone else, things escalated. The once polite salesman he greeted at the door grew very agitated.
He accused me of the reason I didn't want to purchase anything from him because he was from a different ethnic background.
When the man wouldn't calm down, Tom told him to get off of his property. Tom watched from a window as the same situation played out with 2 more of his neighbors. Eventually, his wife called police. As it turns out, this sales tactic is nothing new to law enforcement.
We see it from year to year to year, and it just depends on the group. Some groups we have more problems with, some groups we don't have any problems with.
Last week, Post Falls arrested a man selling the same cleaning products in Post Falls. 20-year-old Oliver Simpson yelled at a man who declined his sales pitch, then hit wind chimes on his property in frustration. Tom says these situations serve as a reminder to all of us to think twice before answering the door to strangers.
We learned to be very cautious in all instances, but it just kind of caught me off guard, and of course his attitude was anything but salesman-like.
So what's legal and what's not? Well, if they are going door to door within city limits, they need to be registered with the city. If you live in an unincorporated part of the county, they do not. But in all instances, if a salesperson is getting aggressive and they're not leaving your property when asked, do call 911. The best advice I was given today is that if you don't know who is at your door, do not answer it. Casey?
And Caiti, it seems like a simple fix might be those no soliciting signs you put on your door. Does that help?
Not exactly. The way I was told how those works by the Spokane County Sheriff's Office is it's similar to if you were to run a stop sign at the Valley Mall. That's on private property and they do not enforce those stop signs. They're same as the no soliciting signs on your household. Reporting live in Spokane, Caiti Currey, KXLY4 News.